Hi guys, we continue with our Leetcode daily and with our binary search task. So let's get started with a new task. So today's task is about profits and work. Right. So let's get started. So you have and given three arrays: difficulty, profit, and work, where difficulty and profit are the difficulty and profit of the I job, and the worker ability worker money we will get after working with after doing this task. Yeah, so let's say that we have something like this, and our task is to return the maximum profit we can achieve after assign the workers. Okay, so what can we do here? So there is no information about sorting. So let's think about workers first. So we have workers lengths. I expect that if we have no workers, so probably our profit would be 0. And let's say that we have 1,000 workers. Then we have difficulty. So our difficulty, and yeah, we also have workers I. And yeah, so if we have each worker, so it would be at least 1. And let's say 100. We have also difficulty length, and this difficulty length would be well, let's say workers length. Yeah, so this is the question: does it have always workers length? So we have workers, and yeah, and we have some difficulty length. So let's say that we have from 1 to also 1,000, and we have profit length, and that would be from difficulty length. Yeah, so let's say that they would be equal to difficulty length. And also difficulty length, it can be, let's say, from 1 to 100 as well. Okay, so here's constraints. Let's check them. Okay, so yeah, so indeed we almost correct. Almost correct here in just a little bit more. But yeah, let's try to understand what should we do. So here we have our workers, right? So we are trying to do some like greedy approach. We want to take first worker that can do a job with difficulty 1, and actually we don't have such job, right? So if we don't have such job, then we cannot do anything. Then we take worker 2, and worker 2 can do only work 2, right? So here you will get 10. Then we have worker 3, and he can do or work 2 or 3. And okay, so and for sure we are taking the greatest profit. So what can we do here? So actually it would be n, but it can be the case like where I, for example, go to the middle, $30, $60. When I go to the middle to 6, like I have 4, I go to the middle. Okay, I cannot do this. So I find like the maximum for profit, but also it can be the case when profit is greater than work that it can be done. So it's better to do it multiple times, right? So it's better to do it multiple times. Okay. So here I think we can do kind of binary search, but binary search would not help us because we actually need to find we need to find the maximum. So currently I see only a solution with linear approach. So let's go by this one. So it would be 2 loops. Actually, the complexity would be n over m, where n is worker and m is difficulty. And space complexity would be constant. Okay. Let's try to implement this one because I currently don't see how it can be done with binary search. So with this kind of approach, let's take this example. Okay, so we have our int result, that would be 0. Then we are going yep. Okay, then we are going one by one. So first it would be worker. Okay, and then it will be our difficulty and profit. Let's say difficulty length. Okay, here we check if our worker that work can done is, and we also have current max be 0, and if work that can be done is more or equal to difficulty, then we can calculate our current max, or like how many jobs it can be done. So if it's difficulty 2, the worker can do, so for example with this difficulty 2, the worker can do the following. So difficulty 1 divided by work, so how many work it can be done, right, plus difficulty 1 work, if it's equal to 0, then 0, if it's not, then it's 1. And all this thing we should multiply by profit I and we should calculate our current max. It would be max with current max and all this thing. Okay. So after this, we have our current max, and then we should add like result add current max, and then return current max. Okay, so let's try to run it. Okay, it should be result. Admit. Okay, accepted, but we see that runtime is actually very, very bad. So the better runtime, let's check this one. So indeed, we should sort jobs like this, and jobs, it would be like, yeah, two-dimensional array, and sort workers as well. Then we skills do some kind of binary search here. Okay, let's check editorial, sorting events, and log n plus q log n. Okay, so how it works? So we have difficulty, profit, and worker. So we have our point. We create some point. So point is actually two values. Then we create new points. We sort our points by profit. Then we sort our workers by difficulty. And then we go by each worker and we check. While I is less than n, skills is more than j, then we like update our best and then add it to the answer. Okay, yeah, nice, really nice solution. So yeah, we didn't solve it optimally, but yeah. We also have solution with tree map submissions. Yeah, also buckets. Simple. Okay, yeah, so that's all. Thank you.